So the final week of the NFL season, Week 17, is underway. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back. Back here, this will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass. That we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And this will go for 5 up to the 33.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
Hey, we're 33. All day, dog. 51 to mine. 51 to mine.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Mayfield is caught by OBJ. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 7 yards there and a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now Chubb on first down, able to work his way forward for about 5. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
From the 41, Mayfield over the middle, complete. That's Schwartz. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. Mayfield now. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 14. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. Now Mayfield. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Here we go.
Garoppolo will lead the Patriots up with a 1st and 10 at their own 26.
152 fighter. Check. Lucky.
They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored. You give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On 2nd down and 4, Garoppolo looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Check. Check nickel.
X3, 218, chop.
There's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase him.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. On 2nd down, Goodson. They get 8 yards back there, and they could use another one of those now on 3rd and 7.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
22 jet bomber.
And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Regular. Switch gears. General West.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the 1st down. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Come on. Under 10.
A give running right is Chubb. There he goes right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball, too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And shutting him off, now open field. And what a return. Great field position all the way out to the 48-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Here we go.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Here we go. 180!
Hey, D, let's go. Pick it up, D. Kill.
Six! Black!
On first down, Garoppolo. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Bucky Hodges hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 13-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield dumps this to his running back, Chubb.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The Browns on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This time it's 3rd and 3. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Throw left side complete. That's Schwartz. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on second down.
The Browns on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. So on 4th down, out comes the Browns kicker, Austin Seibert. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason.
Here we go.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Garoppolo. He's going to let this one go deep. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And again this time to the tailback. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Here we go. Black 80.
Joker. 36. Check it backer. Watch safety.
21. Here we go.
Safety screen. No. Off. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Spy.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
Mayfield to throw it. And his throw is incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
King. He's checking. Crash.
Throwing, Mayfield. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. The Browns on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
56 is the mic.
Go.
From the gun, Mayfield. He finds his target, Beckham. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
On first down, Felton. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
44 is mine. 44 is mine. Check, check. All day, baby. All day.
Garoppolo on first down. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Hey, alert! Alert! Alert!
Now Garoppolo. Going up top. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
Now that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great, let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16. Play action. Garoppolo. Got a man open. That's Harry. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 23 yards on the play. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. On 2nd and goal, Garoppolo. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Here we go.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check pass. Check pass.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Looking left sideline, incomplete. N'Keal Harry was the intended target, but it's going to be second down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
44's Mike. 44's Mike. Check. Here we go. Here we go. 44. Mike. 44. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you.
11.
Twist.
You draw quarter.
Back.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And an alley to run. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
Chubb with a first down carry as he'll get about 3 out of it. Make it 2nd and 7 coming up. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go, defense. Who we got?
To throw, Mayfield. And he fires one incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he's taken down inside the 30. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. No surprise this offense would be able to convert. They're currently 2nd in the league in first downs, and they pick up one here.
Yeah, not a stat that we talk about a heck of a lot, but it's a vital one. And in this case, it's really vital because what does it do? Keeps their defense off the field, gives them a chance to rest.
On first down, Chubb able to get forward for about 4 as he's taken down. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Now Chubb running right, and he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beat. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. They go play action. Mayfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Fielded about a yard deep. Shifts by him. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here we go.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner? And I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
20.
Check 56. I got
Following the interception, Mayfield got his man complete over the middle. It's Schwartz. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
First down.
Mayfield on first down. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Antonio Callaway with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire it.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
On second down now, Goodson. It's a 7-yard gain that gets him back to the original line of scrimmage. 3rd and 10.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
From the gun, Daniels. They'll let this go for the end zone. And a throw there going to be incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And his kick is indeed good, and the deficit falls under 20 now. It's a 19-point game. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Browns drive about to get started, and they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch, counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30.
Even though positive yardage was gained on that play, I think the defense has to be happy. Obviously, they were prepared for some trick plays coming into the game, and they looked very aware that those could happen on any given down.
Mayfield from the gun on third down. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone? Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Duke Dawson picks it, and they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Pilot, 64, weak.
They'll run on first down. Felton. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
61, match box, light.
To throw on second down, Daniels. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Let's put that team on a puck. He's crashing. He's checking crowd.
Greystone, travel.
Looking to throw. Daniels. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It's a gain of 9 yards, and it'll be fourth down. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on fourth down. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. But it'll be second down.
It's second down and 10.
Second and 10 now from the 27.
Pick it up. Pick it up. Pick it up.
Clear. X3, 218.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
Third down and 10 yards to go.
Ready.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Go.
Motion. 44, Mike, 44.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Ready.
Operating from the gun, Daniels. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. And this one is right through. And that'll get the deficit back to 16. Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. And as you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Check out route. Hot.
Hey, alert. I got it.
Mayfield. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off near the 34. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns.
They can't stop you, son.
And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth-quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's got some space here. And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
Mike Spokes. Move.
Get it.
Throwing after the interception, Daniels. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Daniels. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
It's fourth down.
So now here comes the field goal team for the third time today. He'll have the win at his back here in the fourth quarter. And it bangs off the left upright and deflects away. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And you just kind of get the sense that this team's been snake-bitten a little bit here. They just have not had anything go their way.
It's like they collectively walked under a ladder on their way into the stadium. What else could go wrong?
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They begin this drive with Chubb. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Watch the slant, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
And again, it's Chubb. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a 1st down.
First down.
They run. Chubb. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Get the ball.
Here's the first carry for Bo Scarborough. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. The Browns on 3rd down. They've been tough to stop. 8 for 10 so far. This is 3rd and 7. Mayfield looks to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. The Browns send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. He'll return it from the 6. 35 yards that time on the punt, and the Patriots take over.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
General West.
On 1st down, Goodson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
At the 24-yard line.
40 snap.
Looking to throw on second down. Daniels. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
180!
Right there, 56. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
This is Scarborough, and he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. Seibert's kick is good. And that will make the lead now 26. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. They go play action here on first down. And Diggs has it. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Back to throw. Daniels. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
After the incomplete pass here now is second and 10.
44's Mike. 44's Mike. Check. 44, Mike, 44. Come on.
To throw again. Daniels. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks.
Here we go. 180!
I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school.
Shift! Watch the shift!
Check. Cross.
Head.
One final try now for Garoppolo. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here is another interception. Picked off inside the 10. And he will be out of bounds here with zeros on the clock as this ball game is over. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for Cleveland, a final win here means they'll finish off the regular season at a solid 13-3. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, we'll have to see what happens as they're going to finish the year 10-6. And they'll get their shot at playoff football as they'll be on the road next week as a wild card.